Here.
Hi, I'm Kate. Welcome to Blooms in the Yard. Today we're going to take a tour of Marlene's yard, and it's a real treat because even though it's small, it's picture perfect and very well maintained, and so I think you'll really like it. Thank you for letting us look at your yard, Marlene.
Oh, I'm delighted to do it.
Here's a little sign to welcome us to Marlene's garden. After I walk through the front garden, I will sit down with Marlene and talk to her about her patio garden in the back, which is really spectacular, so be sure to stay to the end. You don't want to miss it. She lives in a neighborhood with townhomes and duplexes. This is a duplex.
She keeps it really nice and tidy. I can see she's got some pentas and some diamond frost euphorbia in here, some really pretty pink phlox, and then she's got a clematis in here that's not blooming right now. Looks like some Siberian iris, and then maybe some salvia in there. Some catmint and a cute little rain gauge. So that's her little welcoming garden. And then here she's got a nice hedge of boxwood. She said she just trimmed these up today. They're looking really good. A really nice caladium there with some wire vine. It's a cute pot. Let's see, it looks like we have a caladium, and I'm wondering if that's a polka dot plant, and then the wire vine. It's a really pretty pot. I wonder if she made this herself. It says Bloom. So this is the area by her front porch. She's got some variegated lyropian front and some pretty hostas. I'll have to ask her about the variety on these hostas. A Japanese maple, some ginger back under that Japanese maple, and then some ferns under this water feature, and that looks like an azalea behind the ferns. And look how pretty this window box is with caladium, some ivy, and some sun patiens. And she's got a little Kansas flag representing. We are in Shawnee, Kansas in Zone 6B, and Marlene is a master gardener. I saw this garden on the tour that my garden was on, and I really liked it. I see some golden oregano in with this ajuga, and it says it's the black scallop ajuga. This water feature is really pretty. She's got some really pretty stuff in the back too. I love this glass. This is a fine line buckthorn, which she said you're not likely to see in Kansas. So this is a pretty good sized specimen. Hopefully those cicadas aren't too loud for you. We have a large hosta, some more of the variegated lyrope. I'll have to find out what this plant is beneath her limelight here. I noticed she's got it. Mine's flopping quite a bit, and she's got hers kind of tied up. So that's something I might have to try next year. Okay, just to see the size of this, I mean, I know that, yeah, these are huge. Looks like some petunias in here. Some pretty anemones. Back behind there, a little bit of Brunnera. And then here we have some of the summer blooming allium with some irises behind. I originally saw this garden in spring. Well, actually in June, sorry. And, you know, of course, it looks just as beautiful now as it did then. It looks like that's a golden threadleaf spirea back there. Some ferns, some of the bloody creamsville gerania. It's a really nice, I wonder if that's a ruby slippers. I'll have to check with her on that. Here we have some spirea and some lamium. And then her backyard is really, well, her back patio, really well done, really beautifully hardscaped. So we have a ramp that goes up to her patio. I see some turtle head behind here. Botanical hydrangea. Here's a tough stuff hydrangea, which I have. So I want to ask you about your tough stuff hydrangea, because I have a tough stuff hydrangea that didn't bloom this year.
Oh,
So does yours bloom every year?
mine bloomed beautifully this
It
year.
did. I saw it during the tour.
Oh, it was gorgeous this year. Now, last year it didn't do so well.
Okay.
So I think it probably just needs a little bit more protection. I did heap some compost around the base a little bit,
Okay.
but that's about the only protection I gave it.
So you
This
don't
winter.
cover it in the spring.
I do not.
Okay. These two hollies are Castle Spire. And isn't this little architectural piece here a wonderful little entrance to her back patio? There's also a boxwood here, kind of framing this entrance. These are 3D runk boxwoods. Here we have a Sunsprite rose. Don't see any blooms on it right now. That's a cute little architectural piece behind there. It's an Angelonia annual. And this says Pink Easy Care Rose. Marlene's going to tell us the story behind this gate here in a minute. So here we have another Angelonia and some sedum. This echinacea is Tres Amigos. And then a little tomato, love that. Love having some edibles in with all the ornamental plants. Now, she's got everything really nicely labeled. This is a Roguchi clematis. And she's got a really beautiful container here with some coleus. I see, I'm forgetting the name on that pink one. I'll have to ask her, but I do see well, I'll have to ask her about the King Tut or Prince Tut or whatever that is. So in these containers, she has Prince Tut, the coleus, and then the scavolia and the calibrachoa. More Roguchi clematis. So she's got this really nice trellis structure here that kind of blocks off her neighbors in the back and to the side and gives her some privacy. And on it, she's got some hyacinth bean vines growing. And then this Roguchi clematis looks like she's got one on each side. Some roses, some white wands veronica, and more of the variegated lyrope, some creeping phlox, some black-eyed Susans back there. This is a weeping cherry. This is an apricot drift rose. Some black-eyed Susans. I'm not even sure where we cross over into the neighbor's yard because it's really nicely, they've kind of worked together to make it flow nicely. And so this is actually her neighbor's patio. But you can see there's probably another bobo based on the size and some more Millennium Allium, the annual purple Angelonia, and a climbing rose. So you could see this is not a huge space, but she's done such a nice job. On the corner here down below is some sedum, some tall sedum, and a salvia. How long have you lived here?
I've lived in this house for 9 years,
Okay.
and this little community, I've lived in the community for 41 years.
Oh, okay.
But so this was my second purchase, and because of the space, it was, you know, really sought after, and this is what I wanted,
Okay.
is to be able to garden.
Yes.
Yes.
Is this like a maintenance provided?
It is. It's an HOA.
Okay.
So they do the grounds, they maintain the mowing and the chemicals.
Okay.
And but being the perfectionist I am, I prefer to do my own mowing.
Oh, so you go ahead and mow it yourself?
I do, just because I enjoy being outside, and this is
Yeah.
what I love to do.
Oh, I totally get it. Like, I don't let my husband mow.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
have you ever had any trouble with them, you know, like saying, oh, you can't do that or anything with your
Not
garden?
so far.
Okay.
They've talked about it, about having everyone be consistent and use all the amenities, including the grounds maintenance, but so far they haven't pushed that.
Okay. Good.
So
That would be hard. These are the kind of details that really make a garden special, with just a little bit of sedum peeking out of there. And she said she really likes chartreuse, which I do too. So maybe that's one of the reasons why I really loved this garden when I saw it. And these are sun patients? Yes, I see the vinca and some salvia. This is a really pretty pot here. And then I really like this little display here. So tell me about this trellis, because it's really cool.
The little pergola here, when we were building the patio, my contractor and I discussed having a pergola because I really wanted a ceiling fan, something which is obviously not up there right now, but something that would circulate the air and keep it flowing and keep the bugs away.
Yeah.
And so this was our solution.
It's
and
so pretty.
he hand built the trellis. He cut every strip and glued them and nailed them together. And
wow.
the idea was to make it look like bay windows.
Yes.
So, you know, and at the top right now, the hyacinth bean vines are taking over, but that's good because, you know, that gives me more shade.
Yes.
Because during the afternoon, it gets pretty warm out here. So it gives me lots of shade and it gives me privacy.
Yeah. It looks really nice. So
Yeah.
this is south facing.
South facing is kind of this direction.
Okay.
Yeah, quite a bit of sun. And late afternoon, it finally comes around so I don't get the sun.
Okay.
So I can use, I love my porch swing,
Yeah.
and it's where I sit in the evening, and it's private, yet I can look out and see what's going on in the neighborhood.
Yeah. This is her happy place, her swinging bench here, where she can really get a beautiful view of her patio garden here. Well, this gate, is there a story to that?
There is. There is. The gate and also the sunflower art piece on the other side
Okay.
were made by an iron worker over in Topeka. That was a friend of my brother-in-law's. And his name was Rito. And the sunflower he did freehand.
Yeah.
You know, I fell in love with it. My brother-in-law had an entire gate made with the sunflowers.
Okay.
And I saw it, and I just had to have one. And then I also was talking about the gate to the patio, and I wanted it to be kind of like a focal point
Yes.
of the garden. And so he and Rito found the Tree of Life, which I wanted. That's what I wanted, the medallion, and he built the gate around it.
Oh, okay.
So
the Tree of Life existed. You found that piece.
yes, that was purchased.
Okay.
And it's very heavy. But I had seen other gates that had the cedar slats. And I thought, well, that would go really well with the pergola, the cedar pergola.
Yes.
And so he built it so that the cedar slats would fit in. And then my contractor, Mark, actually cut the cedar slats and put them in. But anyway, it's really special to me because Rito has now passed away. So there will never be another gate like this.
Yes. Very
So it's very, very special. And it took two of his burly men, to carry it from my garage to install it out here.
wow.
It's very heavy.
And so whatever is holding it up is
Yes.
very sturdy too.
It is. It was like a girder almost.
Okay.
It was a really thick piece of iron metal, and we had to build the column around it.
Okay.
So it went down 4 feet below the level,
Yeah.
and just to support it. This my contractor Mark Brooks and I carried each and every one of these stones to build the patio. So
Wow.
it was a 1.5-year project.
Well, I was going to ask, was it all done at the same time?
It took us a 1.5 years.
Yeah.
So basically, we finished the stonework. Then he did the pergola, and then the last addition was the walkway with a little raised bed on the other side. After we did the walkway, I was afraid people were going to step off the walkway. And so we had to build the little bed and put some tall shrubs in there.
Yeah, that looks nice
Yeah.
too, just a little
Yeah,
divider.
it kind of, yeah. I didn't want it to be too much, but I think it's just enough. And my coleus, I can't say enough about. I recommend coleus for everybody.
Love it. And
I know.
I just discovered that it can grow pretty well in the sun. Like I
Oh.
always thought it was a shade plant. And
Mm.
I'm like, this can do dry, this can do wet, this can
Well,
do shade.
But
sun.
there's sun coleus and there's shade coleus.
There are.
Yeah. So and I buy the sun coleus out here.
Uh-huh.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's
They look great.
yeah, but they are just the kind of the stars of at least my bird bath corner. My bird bath over here the swan bird bath. I was able to get that from a neighbor that lives across the street, and it was actually in a garden bed that was totally grown up in the Japanese honeysuckle. So you could see it. And so I kind of bargained. I said, would you give me that bird bath if I came and do some yard work for you? And she agreed to that. And she really had a lot of yard work for me.
Yes.
Yes. So she may have gotten the better deal out of it, but I got the swan, and I don't know how long it had been there or anything.
Yes.
So I know
it was
don't know
all
the
kind of
history.
covered up, but you could see that it was in there somewhere.
I could see that it was unusual, and I thought perfect for my patio. And the birds do come in and get water during the day, which
Yeah.
I love.
I mean, I put a bird bath in my garden because I thought it would look cute, and then I didn't even, think about the benefit of how fun it is to watch all the birds.
Oh.
It really does bring them in.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
And having my feeder so close too, and then I've got a couple little hummingbird feeders, so
Yeah.
I kind of watch them come in and flit around.
And so have you noticed what plants the hummingbirds like in your yard?
Most of the time they come to the feeder.
Okay.
So, but I do know that last year, the hyacinth bean vine, they loved the blooms from that.
Yeah.
And it's now setting some of the
Okay.
buds. So it should be blooming, I would say, in a couple of weeks. I was sitting out on the front porch with a friend of mine, and a little hummingbird just came up, like 3 feet from us, and just kind of flitted around. And I thought, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. It was like he thought we were flowers, probably.
Yes. Sometimes if I'm wearing like a red shirt or something, a bee will think I'm a flower.
I know. And we do get a lot of bees. I haven't seen a lot of butterflies yet, but I'm trying to attract more. I have the swamp milkweed that for the first year.
Okay.
I do have a little bitty butterfly weed. He's not doing too well. And then I planted a pipe vine and just last spring. So it's just getting started.
Yes.
But I'm hoping to get some pipe vine swallowtails sooner or later. But yeah, I get real excited about the butterflies too.
Yeah. I was just videotaping one the other day. I'm trying to think what it was on. I mean, zinnias is the main thing I think they really like in my garden.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for letting us
Oh,
see your garden.
absolutely.
It's so pretty. And I mean, I didn't know, I had seen it in June. I didn't know coming back in August, but I figured it would still look amazing.
Well, it looks different.
Yes,
Very
it does
different.
look different. But that's what a great gardener does is different things are different blooming at different times, and it's always going to look good.
Oh, absolutely. But and that's one of the secrets to always having something that gives you color and bloom all season long.
Yes.
And
So thank you for watching, and thank you for having us.
oh, anytime. Come back again.